Welcome to Las Vegas, and for Formula One, it's welcome back to Las Vegas. No longer do we race in the Caesars Palace car park. Tonight, the time is right to go racing in the street. Well, tonight we go racing around the bright lights of Las Vegas, 3.8 miles under the Nevada night sky and thousands of neon lights. There are landmarks everywhere you look, punctuating the 17 corners and 2 DRS zones.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, welcome back to SouthernXRacing. I'm your host, as always, Simi Skate. Yes, well, round 17. And, well, before we go any further, big welcome and a new follower. Of course, Guy been around the traps and in the league now, Mr. Rolling Thunder. Thank you very much for your follow. And yeah, there you go. Just only running with 16, was going to be 17. The driver perspective program returns for the final race of, well, for the final time this season, of course. And well, there you go. Salmon's in the chat saying Striker FTW tonight for the win. Yeah, and g'day to you, Senior. Junior's still asleep. Junior is still asleep. He has an invite to this one. And, well, Fury, of course. Well, we're just going to wait for the timing screens to come up. But, I mean, I dare say if anyone caught their eye, of course, he's gone back to old ways. And, well, while we're on old ways, let's just, well, bring up some, well, just so we can have a bit of a chat about it. Of course, yes, the Constructors' Championship table. The JDR boys, 863.16 ahead of Team Lamborghini. Lamborghini F1 just 16 behind. And, of course, Coca-Cola a further 96 behind JDR, of course. Falcon dropped off the last little bit of the season. And, well, Pink Panther have just been hovering, of course. And, well, last week was their first time out with a full team, I do believe. So, big congratulations to those guys. But, yes, there you go. The timing screens have come up. And, well, there he is there. P12. And I dare say, Mr. Fury Strat, the name has come back, and absolutely. So I will get to you in a minute, mate. I'll get to you in a minute. But yeah, just message the league in the Twitch. Just message the league, mate, where you're from and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, just do it through the Twitch. The Whisper, start a Whisper. You can do that. And yeah, just put your details there, mate, and I'll get back to you straight away. Well, not straight away, but in a few days, mate, while we sort this one out, of course. But yeah, round 17 here, folks. Round 19 we finish on, and well, I tell you what, the drivers' standings. Well, Verk has been leading this one for quite some time, hasn't he? And well, it's just 17 points behind us this one. 33 points behind Verk is Mr. Fury Strat. Then you've got Nat Hammer, David, Middies, Housey, Striker, Z, your guy JC, Johnny M4, Salmons, Brad Tay, Filthy Orange, Bopton, Snipes, Blue Dog, Footy Bender, and of course Brian. So that is the running order. We'll just go up to see who's out on track, and of course bring up some detail for all you people at home. And there you go, everyone out there on the soft side. We don't really need the tyre, do we? And we don't really need the telemetry either. And oh, Savage is in the wall! Dearie me! And that was not exactly what he wanted. Not too sure what happened there. But we'll put on a full track map so we can see who is who in the zoo. And yes, we'll get rid of that. And that, yes, the driver perspective program, as I did touch on early doors, has returned. And well, you're going to be treated to an absolute treat, of course. The last time out, this man, well, he wowed the crowd, didn't he? Wowed the crowd with his stunning run through of a lap. Very difficult to do, and I do believe, I'm pretty sure it was I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure it was a Suzuka. We'll touch on it when we'll. Was Japan, there you go. And, well, there you go. Thank you very much. And while you guys can't hear him at home, he's just corrected me in my ear. I was right. It was Japan. And you're welcome, Roland. You're welcome. And you're coming. He's coming, of course. Of course, yes. Well, get your butt in. You've got an invite there, I do believe, mate. And, well, I think your name has changed yet again. So jump in. Yell out in this chat if you need one. You've got 15.5 minutes there, Junior, to get your butt in this lobby. Currently watching Brian Bromley out there on circuit. He's currently on a timed run. And of course, this is very, very early doors. But being such a long lap, you're not going to get too many opportunities. And, well, a lot of guys still in the pit lane. As I was touching on early doors, yes, the guy in my ear, the guy you're all going to be treated to for our driver perspective program, of course, will be the Scotty. Scotty's out there on an outlap, and we might cross to him now. I didn't realise he was out there on track. We'll just bring up some graphics for the Scotty, of course. Yes, there he is there. There's his suit. We'll cross to him now. Where is he on circuit? There he is there on an outlap, and we'll enable your audio, Scotty, and welcome to the commentary box, mate.
Thank you. Thanks for having me again. Obviously, Vegas, it is a dry race, so it would have been very interesting if we got some weather like in real life, but dry, and yeah, definitely an interesting track, and I'm hoping that I don't do what I just saw T7s do, so yeah, hopefully we go all right.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. And, well, how's he in the chat saying he's crook? So, well, he's out there as well. The commitment of the man. Well, there you go. And if it's, well, crunch time now, of course, Scotty, P2 in that Drivers' Championship. We can declare now, folks at home, of course, the Group 2 champ is declared. It is Scotty. And big congratulations to you, mate, of course. There you are there on screen and just starting your lap. And, well, I mean, huge season.
Bottled it.
Yeah.
So we'll do another lap and go again. But yeah, I'm very happy with my season. Very consistent. I would like to pick up a win in the final 3 races, pick up that W. But very happy, and very happy not only for myself but with how JD. All 4 of us JD drivers have been doing. Obviously, Shane, we don't have Snipe tonight, but
yes.
yeah, obviously in a real fight with Lamborghini. So yeah, it's got to be a fantastic fight in these last 3 rounds.
Yeah, fantastic. I'll just leave you to it, Scotty. You can chat away, mate. I'm just trying to get Liam invited, and I can't quite seem to find him on the list at the moment. There he is there, and well, grass is my allergy. I do believe he's changed his name, so that will be Liam. And he is on his way. There is 2 for you, mate. But yeah, sorry, buddy. Sorry about that. Of course, yes, a bit of a distraction for Scotty, and we do apologise, mate. Of course, yes, P2 in the championship, as we did touch on a fantastic season. We were touching on it prior to going live, of course. And well, the first 3 quarters of the season, Scotty, fantastic from you. The last few almost damaged limitations. And, well, as you did touch on just before, mate, looking to have a good run to the checkered flag of the season. Comfortably taking the Group 2 championship. But I'll tell you what, mate. If you have a couple of good results, anything can happen, and usually does. What do you fancy your chances for the big one?
Going to be interesting. We'll have to see how we go with Vegas tonight, but I can talk you through this lap if you
yes,
don't
mate,
mind.
Go for it.
So as we're coming through turns 1 and 2, a couple of different lines you can take, but you really want to be to the left side as you're coming through 3. A little bit closer to the wall than what I would have wanted, but as we come through the first DRS section, so you want to burn about 25-30% of battery before you come to this tricky turn 5. Got to be careful not to outdo it on the brakes, as it's fairly smooth through there, just avoiding the outside wall. And we come to this tricky sort of chicane part. Very slow, got to try and be aggressive over the curves, not try and lose the rear end as we switch back over to the left-hander. A little bit wobbly out of the rear, turn 9, but a little bit of battery as we come through the flat out, right, then left, and then the very tricky turn 12. As you can see the wall, be aggressive on the curve, fairly clean exit as we pretty much just burn battery down this strip, as it is going to be your main overtaking for this one. But with the way the setups are going, you're going to be looking at very low wings for majority of these drivers as we come towards 14, 15 and 16. 3 very tricky corners, as a little bit of a moment off the curb, but you want flat out through turn 16. It is a run to the line. Your final corner, turn 17, is flat out. Last bit of use of the battery. Try and cut the inside as much as you can. You cross the line, and it's a 32.4 for the opening lap. Yeah, got to be
Fantastic,
careful about retraction around here, but yeah, we'll be able to box and then go in for another attempt later on.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, Scotty. That was an absolute pleasure, as always, mate. P6 for now. Currently, Middy's Mella on top spot, just going back in the pits into his garage, of course. There he is there, a 31.0. A second ahead of Nat Hammer, currently on a 32.0. There he is there, Mr. Fury Strat, a P3 at the moment with a 32.2. Salmon's right behind, very, very close time. Have a look at this. Brian's come alive too. There it is there, of course. Yes, fantastic to see. Brian with a 132.2, and these are all banker laps, but very, very close. And of course, yes, grass is my allergy. That is Junior, and well, he loves the name change, this young fella. As well, Droft has subscribed, and well, we'll just get rid of this while Scotty is going back to the pit lane. And well, thank you very much, Droft, much appreciated. And well, there you go. There, we'll bring that up for you, my friend.
This is, oh my God, this is the best day of my life. Guys, thank you so much. You are amazing. You guys are amazing.
Fantastic, Droff. Thank you very much for your subscribe through Prime. Much, much appreciated. There is David, of course. And, well, David leading this Group 3. Every other group's too close to call with 3 Grand Prix, well, including this one, of course, next week. We are at, where are we next week? Yes, we're at Qatar. Yes, of course, the sprint and feature round. And we finish off at Abu Dhabi, of course. And, well, there you go. There you go. So, very close to call in thank you, mate. Thank you, much appreciated. As well, David on a hot one, of course, and well, his first time run, yellow flags in Sector 3. Not too sure what is happening there, but David sets a 1:33.1, puts himself in P10. I've got Liam out there. He's about to start a lap of, a lap of course. Joined the lobby late, and yes, there he is there, the reserve. And, well, let's just hope he can be fighting up the top as he always usually does. Doesn't mind a good battle with Verk, of course. And currently, well, Verk out there, well, 8 tenths behind Middies. And, well, we'll just see how good Junior gets on, of course. Yet to see the likes of Housey out on circuit just yet. And, of course, the Blue Dog. But they've got those guys there might be leaving it a bit of a splash and dash towards the end while that track is nice and good. Yes, just give me 1 second, folks. Let me just adjust these audios in my ear. That's a lot better, folks. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. And here we go, Junior, of course. Yes, where is he now? Of course, approaching the end of Sector 2. And let's just see what he's got in the tank. And who was that getting out of the way? A Coca-Cola driver. We do appreciate that. He's absolutely lit it up. Purple he has. He's absolutely purpled that second sector. And looking for a good lap, albeit his first time run here, of course. And, well, as we did touch on early doors of this stream, first time out here as a league. And, well, fastest lap record up for grabs, of course. That will be the one in the race. And as we're currently watching Junior tackle this street circuit, very slippery out there. And, well, we almost brushed the wall there, folks. And here he comes, of course. He's about to take the line now. What's he set? A 1:31.1. Wowee, Junior's put the foot down. Bang! P2 from Junior as Johnny M4 has left the session. Not too sure what has happened there, but I'm sure he'll get himself back in. He's got plenty of invites. Brian currently out on circuit. That's the cool down lap. He is not improving by the look of that. Of course, Filthy in the pit lane. Currently P9. Where is Z? Last week's winner. Fantastic result from Z. And, well, did wonders for the JDR, the Lamborghini team. And kept them well in touch, didn't he? That was a brilliant result from him, his good self. And of course, yes, Filthy Orange, his best result of the season with us. And P4 he was. just missed out on that podium position. And, well, it looks like C's ringing the neck of this Lamborghini. We're going to stay with this lad. Let's just see what he sets, of course, approaching the end of Sector 2, and this will be relevant, of course. We'll just keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. What is it, folks? And, well, there you go. Half a second up on his previous best. So Z is giving it all. He's absolute all, folks. And, well, fantastic from him. 5.5 minutes remaining. And as you can see, lots of guys still in the pit lane. There is plenty of time, folks. Plenty of time. Not too sure what the weather is happening in the race. But yes, absolutely brilliant. Scotty's still in the pit lane and probably just waiting. We'll cross to him on an outlap, but we will leave him alone for his hot one, of course, as we do with most of the drivers that do decide to put their hand up and give us their insight into this one. But here comes Z with a 1:32.1. Lost a little bit of time in that last sector, didn't he? But throws himself up in a P6 for now. Fantastic lap. And let's just see how he gets on. Nat Hammer currently out there as well. Excuse me. Yes, there he is there. 3/10 up on his previous best at the end of Sector 1. Let's just see where he's at the end of the second sector. He's got his teammate behind, and, well, that will be Salmons. And, well, Salmons getting a good toe, but it will be not relevant. He said his lap before. I dare say it will not improve. But here comes Nat, of course. And, well, Nat looking for a good result. A very good result is Nat. He's, well, he's maybe not a fan of these ones, of course, but I dare say he definitely doesn't like the street circuits as much, does Nat, of course. Yes, we did discuss that many times in the past. But here he comes, of course. There he goes there. Well, 7/10, big improvement from Nat. P3 from Nat. A 1:31.3. He'd be loving that. He'd absolutely be loving that. Where is Verk? There he is there. Half a second up. Half a second up is the Verkster. He crosses the line. Bang, a 1:31.3. Oh, Nat has just pipped him. Verk P4, where is Salmons? There he is there. Z we just seen. And of course the Blue Dog making an appearance out there on an outlap. So, well, Junior, there he goes there for his last timed run. He's currently on an outlap. And, well, Scotty is still in the pit lane. This circuit is going to get hot, folks. It is going to get hot. Look at all the guys in the pit lane just waiting for that time. A 1:30 around here they're doing. 1:31s, of course. Between that and, of course, a 33. Johnny and 4 well out of position with a 33.6. Not too sure if he's having some issues, of course. We did see him leave the lobby, but he has rejoined, and well, hopefully he gets himself all sorted out and gets himself a good qualifying position. But yes, that is that, of course. Well, Verk, well, he's trying to get back to the pit lane, isn't he? Of course, absolutely trying to get back to the pit lane, and it's going to be touch and go. But this is such a long lap. Not too sure if you can do 2. If the tyre life around here is, well, I mean, is non-existent, is it? I mean, it just goes and goes and goes. You can stretch a tyre around here, from what I understand, quite a long way. So all drivers will know this, and maybe the soft during qualifying, you can do a couple of push laps on it. But no, there you go, in at the pit lane they both go, and, well, it might be a splash and dash, folks, might be a splash and dash. This track's going to get busy. This track's going to get real busy as we see Scotty leave the pit lane, and we might as well cross to him on an outlap because we won't bother him on a hot lap. So welcome back yet again, Scotty.
Thank you. Yeah, I can say 2 runs definitely possible because that lap that put me that's currently P5, I did that on the same set of tyres that I did my first lap on. So soft tyres can hang in for the second lap, but obviously you want to have minimum fuel in as possible. Obviously, track evolution in this quality session as well. Vert's retired, so he's not going any better than 4th. So whether I've got 4/10 to catch up to him, going to be a bit of a tough ask, but I'm hoping the new tyre evolution could be there. But yeah, it is very close. Hopefully I can get somewhere near him and Nat as well. But yeah, it's going to be all about concentration and just avoiding those little mistakes that can easily cost you around here.
Yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely. And of course, we wish you well on your hot lap. We will all be rooting for you in the background. You can choose to mute us if you like there, Scotty. We do not want to distract you at all. And we'll let you go and get yourself sorted, mate. But much appreciated. We'll cross back to you when you've done your lap. But thank you very much yet again, mate.
Thank you.
So there you go. We'll just get rid of those details and we'll be cheering on the Scotty. Let's just have a look what's happening up here, because here is Junior and he wants to beat Middy's lap, of course. And whoa, Junior getting all loosey-goosey. And rubbing walls is the lad. And he's wringing the neck out of that reserve livery, isn't he? He's absolutely sending it. What's he got in the bag? This is going to be quicker. It looks like it's going to be quicker. It is. It is quicker. Oh, P1 from the Junior at 1 minute 30.3 as Mini starts his lap. Oh, it's a red track map. Junior's got pole. Junior's got pole. Junior's got pole at the moment. Can Scotty do anything about it? Fantastic from the Scotty. And, well, there you go. There is Fury. Mr. Fury Strat. Well, he's furthest along. No, he's not. There is a couple of Falcons out there. Johnny M4 not improving by the look of that one, but we'll stay with him. Of course, yes, there is a JDR ahead. And not too sure which one that is. But we will stay with Johnny M4, currently out of kilter. A 1 minute 33.6 from him. And we know he's got a lot more speed than that. I'm not too sure if he's going to beat it. It's not, but he's got more time. No, the checkered flag's fallen. The checkered flag has fallen. Middy's with the red track map. Who is that JDR? That is Fury. That is Fury. Currently 8/10 up on his previous best is the lad. Who is behind Fury? I dare say that might be Housey. But there we go. Currently watching Fury. I tell you what, folks. Tell you what, these JDR boys, they want it. They want this. They want the Constructors title. And absolutely sending it. We'll cross to who is next. I think it's Housey. Fury goes quicker with a 1 minute 30.9 P2 for now. Is that Housey? No, it certainly is not. It is the Blue Dog in the pit lane. There is a, oh, might be Striker. It certainly is Striker. Oh, very, very close. Very, very close. Very, very close. Striker does improve, but not by much. And that might be Scotty. Where is Scotty? He crosses the line with a 1 minute 31, does not improve. And, well, at the moment, P6, Scotty, P6. And, well, very, very good from you. And, well, anything can happen from there, mate. And looking forward for a great race, of course.
Yeah, it was, and I know the 1/10 that probably cost me P4 in that middle sector, so just took a little bit too much curb out of turn 5, and that sort of hurt me a little bit. But to be fair, I was thinking I was going to be miles off. That's actually a PB for me around here. So actually, I'm very happy with sort of the lap is, and at least I'm in contention with sort of the top guys. But obviously, Liam just well on his own there, 6/10's clear, but good to see Fury right up there in P2. He feels confident around here, so hopefully we can get potentially another JD double podium, but we'll wait and see.
Well, you're all in the mix of that, just below Liam. You're all there, aren't you? You're absolutely all there. Of course, Falcon a little bit out of kilter, missing a couple of drivers, but the boys up the pointy end, they're all there, and it's going to be a great race, and look forward to this one, of course. Scotty, thank you very much for your insight, mate. Much appreciated. And, well, Burke in the chat saying quali means nothing. So there you go. Thank you very much, Scotty. Of course, P2 in the championship. They're Group 2 champ, of course. Scotty, thank you very much, mate.
Thank you. Hopefully I'm in here in about 40 minutes' time.
Exactly, mate. Good luck. And, yeah, we do wish you well. We'll get rid of these graphics. And, yes, thank you, mate, of course. And, well... P6 from Scotty. Burke, I think it was P4 in the end. We're going to double check these timing screens. And, ooh, P5 in the end. That's why he's saying, of course, Liam taking this one out. And, of course, this is for you, mate. We'll just make sure we're good to go.
Yes, it's pole position. Yes.
That's a pole for Liam or Junior or Grass is my allergy. Missed the name change. And, well, we're going to get stuck into this one pretty quick, smart, I dare say. And, well, here we go, of course. Yes, we're going to wait for the counter. Not too sure what the weather is going to be doing. Probably dry. But don't quote me on it. Yes, absolutely dry. So, guys out there will be loving it, of course. Yes, I did well. Tyre Life. Let's just talk a little bit about Tyre Life. And, well, they absolutely stretch around here, folks. So, let's just see who really has done their homework around this circuit. If safety car is caught, whatever happens. And we do not encourage a safety car, of course. But, yeah, we'll just wait and see. As, well, the guys just adjust their setups ever so slightly that you can do for race trim. Of course, a little bit of tyre pressure, a little bit of front wing, whatever it might be. And yes, yeah, the gentleman's agreement, of course, waiting for that countdown clock. So while they're waiting, I might as well get some fluids into me. Back with you in just a moment. All right, folks, we are back, and let's just see what the guys have done. We'll leave that on tyre for now, anyway. Don't need that. The lap data, we'll leave that, and we'll leave that alone, of course. Get rid of that one, and well, Junior has left the session. What has happened there? As I'll get him another invite. As not too sure. Get him another couple, actually. Make sure he gets himself in. There you go. 2 invites for you, buddy. You've got them there. Of course, Junior on the medium. Fury, Mr. Fury Strat right behind him. There he is there in P2. And great to see that name back. Fantastic. And it is absolutely brilliant. Mr. Fury Strat back on track. And absolutely brilliant to see. Middies, there he is there in P3 on the medium as well. Same with Nat. These two guys, well, I dare say they've had a pretty good season, but probably could have picked up a hell of a lot more points than what they both would have liked, I dare say. But they've both had great seasons, of course, with still a couple more rounds to go after this one. There is Verk, our championship leader, the Lamborghini Group 1 driver. Oh, he can't take control. Can't take control maybe until after it starts. Well, there you go. I'm not too sure, mate. Not too sure. Yeah, well, not too sure, mate. Not too sure. But yeah, you should be able to. There is Scotty. Scotty in P6 on the medium. Brian in P7 on the hard compound. Salmon's P8. Of course, in the Coca-Cola livery. Matt Hammer, P4, Salmon's P8, of course, Z, P9, and, well, our race winner from last week, Z, and fantastic Grand Prix from him. I just hope Junior can get back in and control his car. He's in the lobby, but yes, hopefully he can take control of that car. You're going to shoot backwards, Junior. The AI is set very low, and the car will go through everything if you haven't taken control. So do your best, mate. Do your best. There is Bopton in P10 on the hard compound. Looking for a good result too is the Bopton, and a big happy birthday for tomorrow for the Bopton. There he is there. And David in P11. David P11, Filthy Orange P12, Striker P13. Wow, look at the group of Group 3s. Of course, Brad Tay and Housey. Brad Tay a Group 4, but Housey a Group 3, and 15th from him. Johnny M4 16th, and the Blue Dog. So let's just wait for this one, of course. We've got some lights. Have we got some lights? We certainly do. We've got 4 lights. We've got 5 lights. Oh, they're holding. The lights are out, and away we go. The lights are out, and away we go. Whoa, Junior's dropping like a stone. Dropping like a stone. And, well, unfortunate from the Junior. We're going to continue on with this one. And let's just hope he can take control of his car. If not, oh, the screen is glitching like hell. And we're going to keep an eye. No, he's going to be DQ'd. And sorry, Junior. Sorry, Junior, but yes, he is a reserve. We're not going to red flag it. Unfortunately, mate, oh, what a shame. What a shame, and there you go. So, well, Fury leading this one, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Let's just go to position changes. Let's get stuck into this one. And, well, there you go. Fury up 1, Nat Hammer up 2, Verk up 2, Minnie's down 1, Scotty up 1, P5 from Scotty. And, of course, well, Verk has come alive, and he did say in the chat before this one. And, oh, what a shame. Yeah, absolutely, Junior. What a shame, mate. But an absolute shame, but we'll put your, well, because you're a part of it anyway, mate, I'll put points on the championship tables regardless, of course, and we're just unfortunate about that, mate. Unfortunate. But hopefully get to see you before the season's out anyway. I dare say you're not going to, not next week, I don't think, by memory, but what could be the week after. And what's going on here? Fury's gone from first to third. Oh, he's hanging on to second. Oh, there's a bit of a wheel bang. What's happened there? Fury holds second. Verk's still there. And this is hard wheel-to-wheel racing, of course. And, well, the DS train is very, very important. Have a look at the gaps, folks. Have a look at the gaps. And, well, Brad Tate down too. And let's just get rid of that, and we'll put the tyres on so you can see what is happening. Nat Hammer and Fury. And, well, Fury just getting that job done as Junior leaves the session. Hope you can stick around, Junior, and keep an eye on this one. This is going to be exciting. But it would have been great to have you involved. Unfortunate. It's just so sad that happened. Bloody EA. And, well, there you go. So, Nat Hammer and Fury still going at it side by side. And we'll have a look at this. Nat Hammer not giving this one up. There is Verk having a good look to see what's happening in front. And, well, very much a DRS train, as we did touch on before. Look at the gaggle of cars, albeit lap 2 of 25. Have a look how close this is. Unbelievable, folks. And doesn't look like I am going to get a break on this one, folks. Well, we're going to change for position. Of course, Z getting the job done past Brian. Brian just struggling to fire up that hard. At the moment, I dare say it would be because of track characteristics. But yes, let's just see how he progresses. Doing a fantastic job on his return to racing is the Brian, it must be said. And, well, very, very good from him. Middy's getting past Fury. So Fury's gone from first to fourth in a matter of a lap. And, well, Nat Hammer doing his thing. There is Verk, and he's hovering, isn't he? But Middy's likes what he sees. Middy's wants to have a crack as well. He goes, no, you don't, Verkster. I'm coming. And there he is there, of course. And, well, as the top two just stretch their legs ever so slightly, this DRS train is super, super critical. Excuse me. Change for position down the bottom, of course. Blue Dog getting by Striker. And have a look what's happening down the back here. And, well, there is Brad Tate. There is Striker. There is the Blue Dog. And he's having a look at the Bopton. Blue Dog's come alive. Blue Dog's looking good. And, well, there you go. There is the Bopton. And, well, almost looking like a cork in the bottle at the moment. Blue Dog's on the hunt. Blue Dog is on the hunt. Housy's broken away. But where's David? David, there he is there. He's sort of in between, isn't he? He's on the hunt. His teammate, he's trying to hang on, isn't he? Trying to hang on, and well, I'll tell you what, he's just got to be there, doesn't he? And he will enjoy what's happening ahead. Excuse me, folks. We'll go right to the top. And, well, there you go. Verk taking the lead of this one. No mucking around. Lap 3, folks. Lap 3 of 25. Our championship leader says, no, you don't. And, well, there you go. Taking control already of this Grand Prix is that man. And don't you love the invisible breaker boards? And, well, the invisible piles. As we'll flick further down. And what is happening towards the back? Of course, yes, well, the Falcons missing their Group 1. And you smell sabotage. as we'll go up to where Fury is. And, well, he's having a good look at Middies. I'll tell you what, there is nothing between these top 6 guys. Brian is hanging on, isn't he? He's trying all his best. These hards are going to come into their own a bit later on. He can go long. He can go real long, but albeit no safety car. And that's what these drivers might be banking on towards the end, I reckon. But we do know this grid, and we do know that they don't hand out safety cars too often, the quality of them. And, well, he can't have a Brit winning. Well, I mean, you know what was fitting about that, Senior? We had the Silverstone Grand Prix, the double points, the reverse grid, double points championship round, of course, yes. And, well, that was on Friday. The Ashes, the cricket Ashes. And, well, I mean, 2 days, good point. I mean, yeah, very, very much so, mate. Can't have a Brit winning. No, I'm only joking. Just unfortunate, but we weren't going to red flag for... We do value our reserves, but yeah, we're not going to red flag for a reserve, unfortunately. Yeah, we do apologise. I'm so sorry, Junior, but I'm sure you understand. He understands. He's a good lad, and we'll appreciate that. Thank you very much. But well, there you go. I'll explain for you, Senior, and maybe that is Senior being a bit of a dad. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not too sure what that was all about. Usually he's giving him shit. Today he's backing him up, and well, we'll see all about that. David getting past Johnny M4, and well, Johnny M4 seems to be struggling around this circuit at the moment, doesn't he? And well, David making progress. He reckons he can have a stab at Filthy Orange. Filthy Orange doing good things. And well, Johnny M4, 3 seconds for his efforts. Let's just look at these position changes yet again. And Johnny M4 up 5, so he did start towards the back. He is making progress. David up 1, Filthy up 3. Brad Tay down 2, of course, and unfortunately the biggest loser of the Grand Prix at this point is the Bopton, qualified P10, down in 15th at the moment, and it's all those hard runners. They're struggling to fire it up. Brian is like a cork in the bottle. See that he's got traffic behind him, and well, the guys in front are all on the mediums, and well, Blue Dog, the lead hard runner towards the back. A bit of a change of position as Filthy gets by Salmons. Great move from the Filth, and not too sure if Salmons made a mistake. You're killing me, Senior. He's gonna make it look like you like your kids. Yes, of course you do. But there's you're killing me, mate. Of course, yes, Scotty doing a great job, P5. And let's have a look at the well, the JDR boys, 4th, 5th, and 8th, and doing a fantastic job. They're missing Snipester. Unfortunately, he's away on holiday. He will be back next round. And well, the Lamborghini boys got a full complement. Seeing a change for position. Middies getting by Nat. And I'll tell you what, Middies wants a piece of Urk. I reckon the Greek god wants a piece of Urk. And here he comes. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is going to be a great race. Oh, what a shame. What a shame we were EA'd for Junior. And it would have been great to have him out there, of course. Nat's come alive as well. Nat looking fantastic around the streets of Las Vegas as, well, doing a fantastic job. He's the Coca-Cola Group 1 driver looking for a great result. He's got Fury behind him and, well, Fury just biding his time, I dare say. 5 laps, 6 laps have gone. Well, we're on currently lap 6, 5 laps down in the bank. And, well, there you go. Look at the DRS zone. They all know it's important. They all know it's important. What's happened here? What has happened here? As, well, Salmon's in P11, Johnny at 4, P10. And does have that time to his name, unfortunately. Brad Tate making progress, getting by Bopton, who's probably struggling to fire up that hard compound. I dare say that is the fact. These tyres can stretch around here and, well, starting on them is just probably a bit difficult. A good way of thinking. The track characteristics sort of don't allow that way, don't they, on this game anyway. Minnie's, well, he's been passed back yet again by Nat. Have a look at these two struggle. And, well, Nat has made it stick. Nat has made it absolute stick. He looks great at this circuit. And, excuse me, fantastic from him. Minnie's going again. Fury says, don't mind if I do. And, well, the 2, 3, and 4 having a ringer ding. Scotty wants to be a part of it. What's happening here? Fury's gone all the way through. And, well, that's coming back. Holy moly. And, well, unbelievable racing here around the streets of Las Vegas. Whoa, that's gone all loosey-goosey. Should give Fury a run, but here comes Minnie's. And, well, side by side, fantastic. Minnie's tucks in. Needs a bit more of a slipstream. And, well, Bopton must have damage to drop like that. Yeah, I'm not too sure, mate. Not too sure if he's made a mistake or what happened. Excuse me, but yeah, there you go. That is unfortunate for the Bop. But Fury, there he is there, of course. Yes, 2 tenths behind. This racing is getting very, very juicy. Of course, yes, the Lamborghini boys wanting to do their thing, but so do the JDR boys. And, well, Nat Hammer's not saying much. He's saying, you remember us. Yes, us Coca-Cola boys. We were leading the championship for quite some time in the early doors. Don't forget about us. And Nat doing his absolute darndest in P3. Fantastic. Looks like he loves this circuit, does the Nat. As we'll flick further down because, well, Housey having a good look at Salmons. There he is there. And, oh, a little bit of a lock up from the Housey. Excuse me, folks. I just had to clear the throat. But yes, there is Housey, of course. There is the Salmons. And, well, very, very, very close. 0.8 of a second. Now, Housey got well within, but made that little bit of a lock-up, and he went deep. And, well, Salmons trying to break that DRS, isn't he? That 1 second. There it is, 9 tenths, 8 tenths. Housey's not letting him. Housey is not letting him. He's absolutely not letting him. Have a look at this, folks. This is a great little battle down towards the back. Bit of a mid-pack battle here. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. But it's action-packed all the way through. And Verk has stretched his legs while these guys behind squabble. Of course, P2, P3, P4, P5, of course. And, well, they've been squabbling. Verk has stretched his legs. Maybe they've all realised that. And they've thought, you know what? Let's just play it smart here. Let's just play it smart. Because what we're doing is letting him run. We're letting him run. And, well, Fury leading this one. Salmons, oh, dearie me. Salmons, 10 seconds. 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Unfortunate from that man. But Salmon's looking to get rid of that medium and put on a set of hards, and they will go to the end. We do know that. We do know that. Fury having a little bit of a lock-up, and Fury trying to see if he can close that gap. We'll go further back because there is Brian, and Brian is kind of tapped onto the back of Z, hasn't he? And he's been there for quite some time. Great to see Brian doing his thing yet again. And a bit of continuity for this man, and he'll be right back up there where he belongs. Fantastic to see from the Bryzer. And, well, David, well, the Group 3 Championship leader at the moment as Johnny M4 gets all loose. And, well, we just dropping a little bit further behind his teammate. Now, tell you what, maybe they're just doing the team thing at the moment, just towing each other along. As, well, Johnny M4 knows how important that DRS is. Does not want to relinquish it to his teammate. Just, of course, he's got to hang in there. He's got to hang in there, and it's very close, isn't it? There's the second, there's the line. And no, thank you. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. As, well, Mitty's having a good look at that hammer yet again. As we do have a good look at, excuse me, from P3, 4 and 5 now. Of course, Fury just starting to break away ever so slightly while the heat is on for the guys just behind. And, well, this is where it's at the moment. Oh, Mitty's trying to go around the outside. Is he going to make it stick? Is he going to make it stick? That is right there. And, well, these two, very good boys. Very good wheel to wheel. Oh, fantastic. Scotty just trying to pick up the pieces at the moment. Not pushing too hard, seeing what's happening in front. And, well, just benefiting at the moment by not having to push that car so hard. While those guys have a bit of a battle, I dare say Scotty's just got some more tyre life in his back pocket compared to those two guys just ahead of him. And well, Z doing his absolute best, trying to keep Brian behind. Brian doing a phenomenal job on that hard compound, and they have fired up for him, and look at him come alive. He's hung on to Z, and he's hung on to him like a bad rash, and doing his thing. Of course, Striker as well. Striker's come alive. He's caught right up to the back of Housey. Have a look at this. Or have we seen a change for position? I am not too sure. Let's just double check. Let's just double check. And I think we I don't think we have. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on it. But there you go. Striker and Housey having a great battle here, of course. And, well, they are both Group 3s. Changing position again up towards the front. And then Mitty's going through, of course. Scotty up to P4. And Scotty's having a look at Mitty's here. Can he get it done? He certainly can. Well, there you go. A bit of a slipstream from Scotty. Scotty's like, I've had enough of this. And here we go. Mitty's peels off. Mitty's peels off. He's got a different line. Oh, it's going to cost him. It certainly has cost him. And he's down into P5 at the moment. And have a look at this, folks. Well, unbelievable racing. Scotty's benefited. And there you go. Have a look at it. Have a look. Both in the pit lane. In the pits they go. Do they go? Yes, they do. The JDR boys in the pit lane. Verk still circulating. Currently on lap 10 of 25 here, folks. And a phenomenal Grand Prix so far. Excuse me, well, I'll just get a swig of water as my voice starts to go ever so slightly. All right, we're back, folks. And yes, of course, well, Salmon's fastest lap of the Grand Prix. And yes, as I did touch on, folks, early doors, never been here as a league before. The fastest lap of the Grand Prix will be the lap record. And, well, there you go. Salmon's chancing his arm at that one. Burke, as I did touch on, 7 seconds in front. leading this one yet to stop. Of course, where has Fury come out in P10? And, well, right behind Brad Tay. So it looks like he's come out in a little bit of traffic, hasn't he, folks? And that's not what he would have wanted. And he's got to get this job done pretty quick smart if he wants to sort of progress forward through the timing tree, of course, and hopefully maybe put some pressure on the Verk, who is still out there, of course, and let's just see if Verk boxes to cover off Fury. Of course, change for position yet again. Excuse me, Nat Hammer, middies. And Brian finds himself up into P4 at the moment on that hard compound. So Brian, well, I'll tell you what, Brian could be a bit of a dark horse here. He could be a bit of a darkie doing his thing for the Pink Panther team. And I dare say Senior will be wrapped with that one. Brian, P2. And, well, there you go there. There is Verk in the pit lane. Where is Fury? There is Fury there. And, oh, dearie me. Where's Verk? Where's Verk? Where's Verk? There he is there. Exiting pit lane. And where is Fury? And, well, there you go, folks. There you go. There's Housey. And Housey getting in the way yet again, of course, being the ultimate teammate. And just puts himself in between Verk and Fury. And, well, have a look at this come alive. This Grand Prix come alive. Well, hasn't really died off, has it? It's been fantastic from go to woe so far as we are on lap 11 of 25. Excuse me. Z has boxed, come out in P12 just behind Salmons. And there you go there. Salmons out of kilter a little bit in P11. Filthy doing a fantastic job in P10. He has boxed. He can go to the end, of course. And, well, yet to stop is the middies. And, well, just doing his thing at the moment. He's got his teammate behind. I dare say middies might be doing the team thing, giving Brian a very good toe. And, well, he might box, get rid of that medium. Brian might take the lead now. And there you go. He certainly does. Brian does take the lead, leading this one. And let's just see the strat Brian's on. He might have read an absolute blinder here, folks. He's just got to keep pushing, doesn't he? He's absolutely got to keep pushing. Let's just have a look to the leader, of course, and that is not what I'm looking for. It is that one there, of course. And where is the Verk? There he is there. So, well, I'll tell you what, it's I mean, it will bump him up the order very much so, but yeah, a couple of guys yet to stop, and we'll worry about that one as it comes to fruition. Striker and Fury. And Striker, there he is there, having a good look at Fury. Wow, Striker's come alive. 11 lap old hards versus 2 lap old hards. And we did see early doors of this Grand Prix, the hard runners at the start just struggle for those first 3 or 4 laps to fire them up. And I'm just wondering if Fury's finding the same troubles, of course. And, well, yes, currently on 2 lap old fresh hards, has a slight lock up. Yellow flags, we've got yellow flags, we've got a full course yellow. What is it? What is it? Is it a VSC? I am not too sure. We're looking for a, well, come on, give us something. Give us something. It is a VSC, folks. It is a VSC. It is a VSC, so not a full safety car. And where is Brian? He's just too far away from the pit lane to benefit. I tell you what, he's just too far away to benefit. He really is. I tell you what, he wants to get there. He's just got to, well, Johnny M4 is retired from the session. What has happened there? What has happened to Johnny? So it must have been him that had that little bit of a boo-boo. And, well, there you go. Johnny M4 out, unfortunately, from him. As Brian leads this one, he's praying to get to that pit lane while we're still under VSC. Want to be careful. He'd want to be careful. He's got to adhere to that delta. And, well, 3:10.0, Brian. 3:10.0, as you do well know. But yes, he wants to get there, doesn't he? It will be half the pit stop time that it normally takes, of course. And, well, there you go. Peels in. It is a safety car. It's a safety car. It's a safety car. It's changed. It's gone to a full safety car. There you go. The yellow dot is out on circuit. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. There you go. The yellow dot is out. The yellow dot is out. The safety car is out. Bert takes the lead. And they all tuck in behind the safety car. There is Bert. Where's Bert? There he is, right about there. It's funny how they place him just around the corner of a right hand. That's brilliant. Oh, Blue Dog speeding in the pit lane. 10 seconds for his efforts. And, well, there you go. Behind the safety car we go. And, well, there you go, folks. Brian going to benefit. Well, he certainly is going to benefit. He's got hard runners around him. He's on the quicker rubber. He comes out ahead of his teammate, Middies. And, well, there you go. Middies on the hard compound. So, well, I'll tell you what. Brian might have read a blinder here. If that safety duck car didn't come out, he would have made more progress. And, well, Johnny M4 in the chat. There he is there, giving us his explanation. I am stupid. Oh, dearie me, Johnny. Bad luck, mate. Bad luck. It just didn't say. Oh, my God. It happens, mate. It happens. But, well, I'll tell you what. David flying the flag for the Falcons, isn't he? He certainly is. And as he's done time and time again. But Johnny, we'll see you next week. Stay and watch this Grand Prix. It's been an absolute blinder, mate. Now that the field is all bunched up, it's going to be a sprint to the flag. Let's just hope it is all clean and all above board. But I'm sure it will be, of course. Yes, it most definitely will be. But yes, we'll flick further back and let's have a look. See if Bopton, there he is there, and Bopton looking to tap on the back of this field. Of course, lap 13 of 25, and I dare say they will have a look at that. Have a look at that, folks. As you see the game intro on the big screen, on the screen. There you go. So, yeah, unfortunate from you, Johnny. Unfortunate, mate. Just didn't seem like you were hooked up around here, buddy. And qualified at, was it, I think P16, I think it was. And, well, there you go. Unfortunately, didn't make the checkered flag. We lost Liam Jr. early doors due to a disconnect towards the end of quali there, and just could not take control of his car on that formation lap. And unfortunate from him. Yes, he did not participate in this one, but you will see his championship points on the championship tables next week, of course. That would have been his 6th Grand Prix, so he gets added to the list and you get to see where he is on the championship table, albeit only in 6 weeks, of course, yes, because he's only raced 6 times, of course. But yes, yellow flags, full course yellow, waiting for Bopton to tap onto the back of this one. And of course, I do think that might be Salmon's, certainly Salmon's, and the Blue Dog. So Salmon's, Blue Dog, and the Bopton. And hopefully they catch up. I dare say we might go around one more time. Maybe this might be the last one. I'm not too sure. Sabotage. Stop pretending, Senior. You gave yourself away before. Stop pretending. And, well, the lights are still on that safety car, aren't they? They certainly are flashing. So it looks like we might be going around. Well, it's still Sector 1, isn't it? And, well, Sector 2 approaching. So, I mean, you gave yourself away there. Stop pretending, Senior. And, I mean, it's hurting my eyes. It's not normal. I'm not. This is like a first. But yeah, we'll push on, mate. We'll push on. Welcome, Junior, to the chat. No. There you go. So, well, as I amuse myself, let's just have a look at the back of the safety car. Yes, lights still flashing. We are going around one more time. It's going to be a mega late call. And it has happened before, but we are in the 3rd sector. And, yeah, no, we are going around one more time, folks, as we wait for Bopton to catch to the back of the field, of course. And it's there, Bopton just struggling around here, of course. I'm not too sure if he has... That's a bit better. That's a bit better. As Senior returns to normal. The Senior returns to normal, and well, I mean, you can all read it for yourself there. I'm not going to read that one. Well, I'll read it out. It's not his fault, he says. And well, there you go. Even if the chat does go away, that'll always be there, Senior. So, hats off to you. Oh, I just amuse myself. Here we go. Yellow. Yes, of course. Yes, this will be the last time around in the safety car, with the safety car out there. Fury P2, of course. Fury doing a great job. Scotty P3. And that's exactly what the JDR boys wanted. Have a look at those. I'll tell you what. Those two guys have worked like a team. Well, they have been all season, haven't they? Absolutely brilliant, the JDR boys. That hammer in P4, and don't count this man out. Do not count Nat Hammer out. He did show his pace. He was running up there with all of them and looking to have a great result. Brian Bromley, well, there he is there. Well, on the medium, folks. He's on the quicker rubber. The guys around him. Can he make amends with it at the start of this restart? Middies, there he is there in P6. Not where he would like to be, but I'll tell you what, if anyone can do it from here, it is certainly the Greek god. And there is Z. Our winner from last week is the Z. Just trying to put some heat into those tyres, isn't he? There he is there. Just making sure he's not drifting too far back. And we'll wait and see when Verk decides to go. He's going to let the safety car drift off ever so slightly. And really, there you go. Safety car in this lap. They will let him go. They will let him go. It'd be crazy to give a run all the way down to the start-finish line. Striker in P8. And, well, this is going to be interesting. This restart. David, P9. Brad Tay has started to climb up the field a little bit. He's come alive as the Brad Tay is P10, Filthy in P11. And, well, how's he doing what Howsy does in P12? Blue Dog, P13, Salmon's in 14th. And the Bopton, there he is there. As we get ready to go racing, we will sit with Fury and wait for this one. To fire up. Has Verk gone? He certainly has gone. Verk's gone. Well, he's going. I'll tell you what, he caught Fury napping. He caught Fury napping a little bit. I'll tell you what a restart from the Verkers. We'll bring up this. And, well, Scotty slots in behind, but he's got Nat Hammer for company, doesn't he? Nat Hammer trying to pass around the outside. Brian's still there as well on that medium compound, trying to make it work. And, well, his teammate, Middy's in P6. I'll tell you what, just work as a team. It'll all work out in the end. We are seeing change for position. How's he getting by? What has happened to Brad Tay? He's dropping like a stone down in 13th now. Well, that is 4 positions in a matter of a corner. Where is the Bopton? And Bopton doesn't mind a bit of this action as well. The Filth. Oh, dearie me, the Filth is down. He's down in 15th. And not too sure what has happened to that man. As we'll flick further up because Verk doing a stunning job. We are within the top. Well, 10 laps to go, 9 laps to go. Well, 9.5 laps to go. As, well, there is Fury doing his absolute best to hang on to that DRS, isn't he, from Verk. And, well, Verk puts the hammer down, as only Verk has done all season, As, well, Fury coming within 0.7 of a second now. He doesn't want to let it go. He certainly doesn't want to let it go. And if Fury can hang on, this is race saving. That safety car might have helped Fury out just a little bit. Trying to put all the pressure on the Verk. As, well, Fury doing his thing. Have a look. And Scotty, well, I'll tell you what, Scotty's starting to break away from that. As we're seeing a change for position. Brad Tay, Filthy Orange, Brad Tay having a ring-a-ding-ding towards the back of the field as, well, DRS is now enabled, folks. And there they are there, the Brad Tay and the Filth. And, well, I'll tell you what, Bopton has gotten through P13. And, well, Filthy down the back. I'm not too sure if he made a little bit of a mistake on that restart. But, so got ads. Senior's got ads right before the restart. What a shame. But there you go. Well, Filthy having a good look. Nat Hammer having a good look at Scotty too. And, well, there you go, folks. There you go. Mitty's got by Brian. And, well, Brian has got Z for company. Oh, Mitty's looking very, very racy, isn't he? He's caught right up to the back of Nat Hammer. And I'll tell you what, Mitty's looking for a podium here, I think. And, well, he can see it. He can see it just ahead of him. And he's got a little bit of work to do just yet. Nat Hammer just making himself so difficult to pass. And, well, I'll tell you what, he's going to go for a move of his own. And he thought better of it, of course. That gap was always going to close. Me, folks, as yeah, that gap was always going to close. He thought better of it and just tucked back in. Mitty's doing a great job, and I'll tell you what, oh, Scotty's got his hands full. Scotty has his hands full as Nat Hammer gets by him, and Mitty's gets by him, and there you go, bang bang, and Scotty down from 3rd down to 5th. And that's just how powerful that DRS train is, folks. That's just how powerful the slipstream is. And, well, Fury doing his thing as he's proving onto it. He's hanging on to the back of Verk, isn't he? And, well, there you go, Fury, the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, a 1:34.271, if you don't mind. And, well, have a look at him close right in. And, well, Verk, I tell you what, Verk is sweating. As we'll go back down to Mitty's. because Middies is having a good look at that hammer, and these two are broken away from Scotty. Scotty's got Brian for company. Scotty has got Brian for company, and there he is there. Both DRS assisted, and no, tucked right in. And as you were, folks, as you were, the two Pink Panther boys are putting pressure on, and it's fantastic. They've come alive. It's fantastic. And, well, great to see. Pink Panther, I tell you what, all season they've been missing, haven't they? And just when the doctor ordered, they've come good, especially their Group 1, Group 2, and doing a good job this Grand Prix. They both are. As we'll flick further down because Salmons, there he is there, Salmons and Housey. And this battle is battle resumed, isn't it? And Salmons all over the gearbox of Housey, but he's all over the gearbox of David. And that is the Group 3 title fight. Of course, it's Striker. Let's not forget him. Let's not forget Striker. Of course, yes, he's a Group 3 compatriot. And, well, currently third in that Group 3 title fight at the moment. Middy's getting by Nat Hammer. He certainly is getting by Nat Hammer. And he can start to focus on Fury, but the damage is done. The damage is done, isn't it? Look at it, 4.2 seconds to Fury. And, well, Middy's want to get his head down. If he's got the pace, he's got to show it. And he's got to show it now, but Nat ain't going to let him go. And, well, there you go, folks. P3 from him. Fury still within 7 tenths, 8 tenths to Verk, who is just doing his thing at the front. And, well, lap 19 of 25 here, folks. Lap 19 to 25. Housey and Z. Well, I'll tell you what, Housey has come alive. 7 lap old hards versus 9 lap old hards, but he's got some pace. He's got some pace towards the end of this Grand Prix. And, well, looking like he doesn't want to let David go. He doesn't want to let David go, does the Housey. And this is a Group 3 title fight. This is what it's all about. And Housey knows where he's battling. I wonder if Z just knew what was going on there and he thought, you know what? I'm not going to get in your way of your fight, mate. You go get him. And he's allowed Housey to go and try chase down David. And, well, Housey, I reckon he is if I know Housey. He's starting to put the pressure on now. He's the big man. And, well, P8 from him, David P7. And we'll have a look at Salmons, have a good look at Z. Z, want to be careful. Z's got the pace to sort of stay in front of Salmons. And, well, Striker just behind. So Salmon's trying to pull his teammate through as well. Of course, yes, Striker being a Group 3. And he just had a couple of Grand Prix throughout the season where he did maximise his points, did the Striker. It dropped him off a little bit, but he's still in contention, of course. And, well, there you go. The Camel's back has been broken. Has it? Well, 9 tenths of a second. It's almost there. Verk is working. He is working to try to break it. Where's the second mark? And there it is. And, well, Fury might be the last time he's got it. He's trying to hang on. He's going to have to burn a little bit of battery to get real close. And hopefully he can hang on to that one until the next DRS zone. A ring-a-ding-ding here, as we say, folks. As we'll flick further down to Salmons because there he is there. And those guys just ahead. Striker getting by. And that might be team orders yet again. Not too sure what happened there. But, of course, yes, Striker can get after his Group 3 guys, of course, Housey and David just further ahead. And, well, Z, a Group 2, doing his thing. 10 lap old hards. They're going to make it to the end quite comfortably, as we'll keep an eye on this P1, P2 position, because there they are. Absolutely nose to stern. 7 tenths of a second. Lap 20 of 25 here, folks. And this one has come alive because Housey Z, Striker's coming into it too. Wonder if they were just saving tyres. I don't know, but they've come good. Haven't they, folks? And they're not going to give me a breather towards the end of this Grand Prix. As we approach lap 21, there's 4 tenths of a second between the top two. Housey looking at David. David looking at Housey. Housey gets the job done. Housey's gone deep. Can he hang on to it? He certainly has. Housey up into P7. What a move from the Housey. And, well, P7 from that man. Can he hang on to it? Z has just done, the Lamborghini boys are fighting as a pack. And Z puts his car in that right spot. And, what a move from these Lambos. And, well, Housey P7, Z P8. Well, fantastic stuff. As, well, hey, Big E, how are are you, mate? Good to see you, brother. As this Grand Prix has come alive, folks. How's he doing his thing? And there he is there, and while leading David. David has dropped a little bit. He's down in P10 at the moment, and there is Striker in P9, so he's got by David as well. And, well, that's not what David would have wanted, of course. Currently leading the Group Championship, that man is. He certainly is leading that Group Championship. And, well, let's just have a look, of course. David on 250. Howsey on 232, Striker on 207. So, well, I'll tell you what, doing themselves all favours. David won't be worried too much. Have a look at Fury. Have a look at Fury. He's having a good look at Burke. This is, well, our championship leader. And, well, Fury doing his thing, trying to disrupt things. And, well, having a good look. I'll tell you what, Burke got a very, very slippery car and doing very well, E. I hope you're well as well. Great to see you in the chat. And, well, thank you, of course. And Scotty, well, Scotty having a good look at Nat. And, well, I'll tell you what, Nat has got some pace this Grand Prix. He certainly does. Lap 22 of 25. 3 to go. 3 to go. 3 to go. 3 to go. And there's 5/10 of a second between the top two. Scotty, can he get on the podium? Oh, I'm not too sure. He's got to get by Nat. Nat's gone a little bit deep, but he does take a different line through that corner. And, well, Brian trying to make the most of it, of course. It's not about tyre life. It's all about speed. And, well, thank you very much. Absolutely brilliant. Minis is certainly catching, but I don't think it's enough. Is it enough? Oh, did he just brush the wall there? Did he just brush the wall? I'm not too sure. Fury's just hanging about, isn't he? And I wonder if it's all about timing for that last one, of course. Absolutely exciting, this one, mate. Yes, it certainly is. And, well, fantastic from these boys. As, well, there is Middies, and he is catching, isn't he? He's catching. Look at him come alive. It's 1.9 seconds. And, well, P3, and he's absolutely wringing the neck of that Pink Panther. And, well, let's just see. He's currently in P3, and a great result from him. But Nat Hammer doing his solid job, as well as Scotty. Brian Bromley up there as well, and, well, have a look at the house. P7 from that man, and, well, very good. Almost arguably driver of the day at this very stage of the race, I reckon, at the moment. Yes, but change for position, of course. Brad Tay and Filthy Orange been doing battle since, well, after that safety car restart, haven't they? And, well, they just sort of haven't been able to escape each other. Striker having a good look at Z. Z does not want Striker there. Z's gone deep. Oh, a little bit of a touch. They tuck in. Oh, Z's made a mistake. And there you go. Z down. Has he got front wing? He certainly does not. He's missing end plate on the right-hand side. Oh, dearie me. But if anyone can make it work, it is Z. We've seen him do it before, time and time again, hasn't he? P11 from him. Coca-Cola boys, P10, 8 and 4. Brad Tate down there in 13th, the sole Falcon runner of David, holding his own, isn't he? P9. And, of course, Howsey, well, I'll tell you what, you want to be careful, because Striker has come alive. He's right behind him. 1.6 seconds. Have a look at Middies. 1.4 seconds. Middies is on the hunt. Middies is on the hunt, folks. As 1.3 seconds. He can see him. And I tell you what, he's on the hunt. Come on, the Middies. As Sammons gets 3 seconds. Oh, Sammons gets 3 seconds. That's going to help see quite a bit. Of course, yes, 2 laps remaining. And, well, there you go. We'll flick it further up because this top 3 is in within DRS. And this is where we're going to stay for the rest of the Grand Prix. I dare say we're going to keep an eye on the gaps, but this is where it's at. Middies is absolutely within it. He's sending it. As, well, the top 2 guys do battle. Fury having a good look. But he just runs out of road, doesn't he? Just runs out of road there. And, well, there you go. Folks. As, this is where Middies could come into it. But, of course, yes, the slipstream, folks, and that's exactly what's happening. And look at that gap stretch out ever so slightly for Middies. Lap 24 of 25. And, well, have a look at that. Couldn't ask for a better finale to this one. Of course, the closing laps have been fantastic. This whole Grand Prix has been fantastic. My throat is killing me. And the boys have done an absolute brilliant job out there on circuit. Fantastic to see as, well, Scotty still behind Nat Hammer. Looks like Nat might hold. There's still 1 more lap to go. Brian doing his absolute best to put his pressure on, of course, and well, these 3 almost all Grand Prix are hung together, haven't they? They certainly have as, well, now have a look, folks. 1 minute, David dropped like a stone. Look what's happened. Look what's happened. We have missed it, unfortunately. Housey leading the Group 3. David, there he is there. He's just got by Striker. Striker in P9. Fantastic. And Salmons, well, a bit of a rear gunner at the moment. Just hoping to get that 3 seconds clear of Z, of course, as we approach the last lap. Yeah, thanks for... Thanks, mate. Much appreciated. As, well, Blue Dog coming alive too. Just hanging on to the back of Z. Z doing a solid job, of course. Broken front wing. And, well, if anyone can do it, there you go. The end plate's missing. And, well, let's just have a look at the front. Is Fury 2. Oh, he's not close enough. He is not close enough. And Verk is very strong through there. And have a look at him. Look at that. Verk is very strong. Wowee. But let's not count out the Greek god Middies. And there he is there, of course, in P3 on the hunt. We're on the last lap of the Grand Prix. Last lap of the Grand Prix. Middies having a look. Oh, no, it's not there. What happened to Fury? What happened to Fury? What's happened to Fury? Fury's left the session. No. Oh, Fury, get yourself back in, mate. Oh, Fury's left the session. He's left the session. I've given him invites. Come on, Fury, get back in the car. Get back in the car, Fury. This is danger. Nat Hammer senses blood. Oh, as Fury got back in, he still hasn't rejoined. I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know what's happened to Fury. Get yourself back in the car. Oh, dearie me. Middies on the hunt. Look at Middies. Middies is on the hunt for Verk. So I'll tell you what, it's not over. It is not over. Middies is absolutely sending it. He's got the pace. Where is Fury? Has he rejoined? He's rejoined. No, he has not. Middies has come alive. And, well, I'll tell you what, half a lap remaining. A few corners to go. As, well, there is Fury. He's in P3. Has he got... Yes, he has. No, he hasn't. I don't know. As, well, there you go. Only a few more to go. One sort of a straight and a kick. As they both kind of brush the wall there, and Fury drops, Scotty drops. Oh dear. This is not what Fury would have wanted, but bad luck. Fury takes the win. Middies P2. Nat Hammer's going to take P3. No way. Nat Hammer P3. Scotty P4. Wowee. Brian P5. What a drive from Brian. Fury P6. Housey P7. David P8, Salmons in P9. There is Z crossing the line with Blue Dog right behind him in P11. Brad Tate P12. Oh, the P1, P2. Oh, there they go, giving it a good old sniff yet again. Fantastic as the Filth rounds that one out in 13th. Striker in 14th and Bopton in 15th. Wow, unfortunate from the Fury. Unfortunate in the end, he's going to finish this one in 6th. He's going to finish in 6th. He's going to take 6th position. And, well, I don't know what happened there. He has not responded. He's not responded in the chat. So, maybe a power outage. I'm not too sure. I am not too sure. There it is there. So, well, unfortunate from the... He will take 6th place. But, yeah, there you go. Fantastic, mate. Fantastic racing, Fury. Just unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. What can we do? Mate? Make the best of what we've got. And that was a fantastic race by all involved. As, well, we see Verk lift that trophy yet again. And, well, if there's any consolation, a new lap record. Mr. Fury Strat, a 1 minute 34.270. And, fantastic. Verk, 34.3. Takes this one out. Fantastic drive from Middies. Nat Hammer in P3. And, well, let's just have a look. I reckon driver of the day. Well, driver of the day is going to Housey. It certainly is going to Housey. He takes it. And, well, from grid 5th spot 15 to P7, no penalties, very consistent, and gets ahead of David. We're going to go on a brief interval, folks. We're going to get these drivers in for an interview. We'll be back with you in... Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, welcome back. And what a fantastic race. What a fantastic race we were treated to. And, well, just unfortunate for Mr. Fury Strat, of course. Yes, a bit of a disconnect towards the end and dropped like a stone. And nothing we could do about it. But, yes, he was running in P2. Ended up running in P6 in the end. But nevertheless, we're here to talk about, our top three drivers. And out of the top three, only our P1 driver has joined us. Might as well start with him, of course. And, well, Verk. Well, hot under the collar of that one, mate. The last 6 laps, not only did you have Fury to contend with, the last half a lap or so, you had middies to contend with. And, well, very, very good yet again, taking the full points. But something to think about, mate. Very, very competitive there towards the end.
Yeah, mate, I knew I wasn't going to be super rapid at this track. It's not one I do a lot. Those hards for me weren't the best tyre. My pace was pretty crap. So just with Fury, man, I could not shake him. He was absolutely rapid. I feel so bad for him for lag. Out. It would be the worst thing to possibly happen.
Yeah.
He got me a few times. He put a little bit of pressure on me. I hit the wall. Had a little bit of wing damage on them final few laps, but man, if it wasn't for that desync, he would have had that because I had nothing left whatsoever. I was absolutely spent.
Yeah, we tried to get him in, send him more invites. It's just the timing of it, mate. Unfortunate from him, but yeah, I mean, well, for the constructors, it does bring it alive a little bit, but I dare say the JDR boys having a good turnout yet again, but nevertheless, mate, P1 in the championship. Can't declare it just yet, of course. The competitors around you, and there's still a couple of races to go. A sprint round around and a feature race, and of course we finish off at Abu Dhabi. But you're looking pretty good at the moment, Verk. Looking pretty good at the moment. It's the Takes Your Chocolates, of course, and well, all season kept a lid on it. Been very hasn't given away too much of what he's well, I mean, usually see look at me type sort of stuff, but there's been none of that, and he's just had his head down and
no, not for me.
nah, it's not Verk's style, and just goes about his business. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch. Of course, yes, next week at Qatar. And how do you fancy your chances around there, mate?
Absolutely love Qatar, so I'm hoping for a very solid result. It's probably one of my favourite tracks, probably in line with Singapore, to be honest. So very much looking forward to it. Is it the sprint round?
Yes, it is, mate. Yes.
Oh, even better.
There you go. So maybe Vert can secure the championship next week. We'll declare that in due course. But of course, the only thing we can declare, Scotty taking out the Group 2 championship, of course. Yes, we declared it a little bit late. But yes, he has had that one wrapped up for quite some time. But a big congratulations to him. But nevertheless, from you, Verk, P1 yet again. Congratulations on a great round 17. And we will see you next week at, well, by all reports, one of your favourite tracks at Qatar.
No worries, I'll see you then.
All right.
Just another big shout out to Fury. That's probably the worst thing that could absolutely happen to you.
It certainly is, and well, we all feel for the lad. He'll rage for a little bit, but he'll come back better and stronger for that. But as we'll move on to, Nat Hammer has joined. Fashionably late is Nat, as always. And, well, there you go. Nat Hammer, P3. I'll tell you what, Nat, you probably wouldn't have believed your eyes when you seen that happen. And you'll take it any day of the week. Welcome back to the commentary box. P3. You're not going to complain about it. Well done, sir. And, well, just talk us through it, mate. Talk us through it.
Sorry for being tardy. I had to make sure my dryer wasn't on fire. I feel for Fury. You know, I've had that happen at the start of races, and now he's, and you can try and come back, but he's had it happen at the last lap. So, I feel a little bit like Kimi Antonelli sitting there in that fourth, fifth. The other guys are gone, and all of a sudden I'm on a podium. Actually felt like I had good pace. Verk's in another league, and when Fury and Verk and Midas dipped, I thought, oh, you know what? I'm in this P3, P4 battle. Only racing Scotty now once I made a mistake behind Midas, and then only until that last lap was I able to unfortunately fly past his very slow AI, and I believe Scotty did as well, and possibly another driver. But the pace was there. I just feel like I lack in that tyre conserving, which definitely is important in those slower sections. You can see the guys that were able to get that 1 second gap in front.
That's right.
The second you lose DRS, you're not looking in front, you're looking behind.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll tell you what, Nat, at the start of that Grand Prix, you were all over it. You were jostling with them at one point, leading, and then it was unbelievable to see. It was fantastic. You, Verk, Fury, who else was involved? Middies was there. I mean, it was fantastic to see. Scotty was there. The six-way battle for that fight, and it was unbelievable racing. So
I'd like to see if that was the first legitimate lap that I've led that isn't staying out past everybody pitting. I reckon it probably is.
I reckon so.
Yeah, the pace was there. Everybody was warming their tyres, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to try and stay at zero, start cold, and hold the inside line, see if everybody goes wide. And I got a killer start and got past Midas on my right. And then I think I was able to make a turn to turn 4 possibly, or something like that. A bit of DRS checking, there's a bit of line picking on the back straight, but everyone did fairly well. It's a little bit chaotic, it's not perfectly straight.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But I'll tell you what, Nat, well, just what the doctor ordered, a great result, and on the podium, P3, congratulations on yet again another stunning drive, and as you fire back up for the remaining Grand Prix of the season. Good to see you around here. Do your thing. You could tell straight off the bat, Nat, you were on. Even in quality, I could tell straight off the bat. This was not a bad circuit for you. And, we weren't too sure how you were going to approach it. But, got it done, and very, very good on the podium.
Which was surprising, considering I was practicing Qatar tonight.
I did. We read just before. Well, he's giving it away, of course. Yes, folks. Yes, before we hit the track, and as we're setting up the lobbies, Nat just posted in the Discord. He's been practicing in Qatar, and obviously, yes, we were doing Las Vegas. But nevertheless, it's going to hold him in good stead for next. Maybe practice Abu Dhabi, mate, next week. Of course.
It might help.
But,
Just mix it up a bit.
Brilliant from you, mate. Brilliant from you. Congratulations, P3, and a good haul of points for your Coca-Cola team as well. Congratulations, mate.
Yeah, we're going to need it to try and get back to these boys. I think we've fallen to P3 and the gap's extended, but anything and everything can happen. There's a sprint feature and another feature, and it only takes a couple of DNFs, a couple of DSQs, and you never know, you're back in the championship.
That's right, mate. That's exactly right. So we'll see you next week around Qatar, my friend. But yeah, great result, buddy. Good.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, well, long time coming after a Grand Prix. I think first time this season after a Grand Prix. Well, the driver of the day. The driver of the day cannot go to anyone other than the lefty, the Housey. Well, mate, congratulations. What a drive from you, mate. Talk us through it, Housey. Talk us through it.
Good evening, Skate. Good evening, everyone out there. Talk us through it. Okay, 7 minutes before green, I opened my eyes. Got a bit of the man flu, so struggling a little bit. Yeah, get in the lobby. Just do the one. I mean, I probably, in all fairness, it might be a bit of a cheat, really. I did one lap in quali, which was obviously good enough for like 15th, wherever it was. So yeah, starting down towards the back end, but I don't mind that really. I just, in all honesty, coming into it, I just wanted to get through it, just get the car to the end for the team, for the boys. Do the best I could. So just, yeah, pretty much a head down job, to be honest with you. I wasn't really trying to pay too much attention to the grand scheme of things. I mean, I kept an eye on the front end there, and yeah, I just have to say, unlucky to Fury there. Disconnect on the last lap or whatever. I mean, that's, even as a competitor or
yeah, you don't want to see that
or whatever. We don't want to see that kind of thing. We don't want to see that. So unfortunate for Fury, but unfortunately, again, that is this game. It can happen to any one of us at any one point in time. So we're kind of all in the same boat in that respect. It was just unlucky it was him today. But yeah, could go in on the drive anyway, Fury, and yeah, congrats to Nat, Verk, and obviously the Greek God for their podium finishes. Looked like they had a good race at the top. But yeah, for me, it was just a case of do the usual, just sit back, try and chill, and just pick up where everybody else was sort of seeming to make a few mistakes. There was a lot of people's rear ends looking pretty loose, but I think Scotty alluded to that before.
Yeah.
Or in your driver program, saying about the low wings. I mean, probably everybody, I would imagine, was running sort of like a 1-1 or maybe even a 1-0 or something like that. I mean, it does tend to be pretty low wings here.
Yeah.
So you can just make that rear end obviously a bit loose, especially again end of the tyre stints or whatever. You've got to be really careful.
Yeah, absolutely.
With fuel in as well, obviously. So, but no, it looked like generally a decent job from everyone on what is a tricky track, which felt pretty slippery, to be honest with you. I was in a chat with a few of the lads, and everyone was saying the same thing. Jesus, it's seems to be slippy. So I think that was a tough one for everyone. So good going.
No, it seems that way in real life too, doesn't it? Very, very slippery around the streets of Las Vegas. But nevertheless, Housey, I mean, let's just talk through your race a little bit. I mean, I do know that's not one of your fortes where you like to dissect everything. But when you got by David, I mean, that Group 3 title fight, I tell you what, it is enthralling to watch. And, well, it just so happens that you three almost finished. Pretty sure you finished line astern yet again, yourself, David, and Striker. But this time, yeah, yourself just ahead. And, well, I thought you had the grip between your teeth when you were right behind him. It looked like you were on, and it looked like you wanted to make the move. You got it done, and, well, there you go. Left him in your mirrors. So, were you punching the air at that point, mate? I reckon you would have been.
Nah, not really, to be honest with you. I was, I mean, I like, apart from the battle at the front on my map, I was looking to see where David was, obviously striker, orange. And yeah, I mean, I was kind of with David at the start, just either behind him or one place back. I had him in range, you know what I mean? Like the locks were set, so it was just trying to keep him there. And then I think Salmon's made a mistake, maybe, I don't know, maybe like 5, 6, something like that, potentially. just off the top of my head. And then I think it was David M4, then Salmons, who'd made a little bit of a mistake, and then kind of got a little bit trapped there for a few laps. Obviously, safety car sorted it all back out. Otherwise, I think, in fairness, I might have lost him, to be honest with you. But safety car, obviously, I pitted the lap. The safety car. Well, I pitted, and then the lap after the safety car came out. So I mean, it was okay-ish timing, I suppose. That obviously brought the pack back together, and then no surprise, as I said last week in the drivers' programs, no surprise that I find myself somewhere near David or Striker.
Yeah.
So, and then at one point, as you said, I think with a few laps to go, we were line of stern, me, David, Striker. So I was having a giggle at that, to be fair. But going back to the move that you were talking about, I mean, I was waiting a little bit. I can't lie, I was waiting a little bit. The pace is so close. If I took him, he was just going to take me back, and then we're just going to do this yo-yo affair, which both of us are just going to lose time. So I just was sitting and with trying to, in all fairness, trying to play smart along with him, knowing that we were about the same pace to try and not to lose that gap in front or to, gain a little bit. And I thought, well, save a bit of battery and potentially have a go later on. But yeah, a few laps later, I think he made a slight mistake on exit, and that just gave me enough of the, bit of a run with the extra traction. And I thought, well, okay, sod it, now's the time to go. And Z was about there at the time as well.
Yeah, he was.
To be fair, because I don't know what happened to Z. Did he have damage or anything? Because
he did front wing damage, missing a couple of end plates.
Yeah, okay, right. So he had a bit of damage. Yeah. So I mean, he come back. I think he knew that, and I think he was, in all fairness, fair play to Z. I think he was trying to help me out, and did help me out in the battle with David. David's going to be a little bit annoyed, but so just a little bit of team play there, which helped me out, and we managed to just create that little gap, and that was that then, really. Just settle down and bring her home. But, fair play to David and Striker. Drove brilliantly well, as always.
Well, fantastic there. And that is our driver of the day, folks. Well, congratulations, Housey. Awesome drive. B15 to 7th on the grid. And, what a drive. Unbelievable drive. So that's our driver of the day, Housey. Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Good, mate. Thank you.
All right, folks. And, that is this one. Run, done, and dusted. Of course, well, yes, as you noticed at early doors, we never ran there before. And the lap record has gone to Fury. That will be released in due course, of course. And we'll get that one all buttoned up. We've absolutely loved that race. We've hoped you've loved that one at home because we've loved bringing that one to you. Fantastic racing from all involved. Next week, yes, Qatar sprint feature round. And we do hope you can join us then. But from us, for now, we are Southern Cross Racing. Bye.